I'm Nicole Cooper. I'm 23 years old and I'm a solar engineer. Here at UNSW, we're trying to look at how solar cells are manufactured. We're really trying to simplify that to bring down the cost and make sure that we can manufacture solar cells in a developing country environment. So we're using super simple techniques like inkjet printers to create patterns on a solar cell the same way that you'd print a photo, and then bake them at very low temperatures so that it's super easy to do anywhere in the world. There's so many different applications for solar cells. You can have them up on space stations, making sure that astronauts have access to electricity. Then on the other side of the spectrum, we have people in developing countries who need electricity to turn on a light at night, to refrigerate vaccinations that are life-saving, to listen to the radio and find out about the world. And some of these people in developing countries are just able to put a simple, small solar panel on their roof with a little battery attached to it that provides them with this source of electricity. All my life, I was really interested in two problems in the world: climate change and addressing poverty in developing countries. So when I found out about the work that was going into solar energy and the potential that that could have to make a difference to both of these problems, I just knew I wanted to be a part of that solution. Well, both my parents are mathematicians, so I guess I grew up in a very nerdy environment, and they actually gave me my first solar energy kit when I turned 8 years old. And I was just blown away by this piece of silicon that sits there and doesn't move and somehow generates electricity. I did a Bachelor of Photovoltaic and Solar Energy Engineering here at the University of New South Wales. The course is fantastic. On a normal day, you'd arrive into the lab, we'd inkjet print a test structure, put it in some acid, look at the effect that that has on the wafer, put some metal onto it, bake it, run experiments that are helping us to understand how this technology is going to work. And I'd look at my clock and I'd go, oh, it's 2 o'clock, time to lecture some students on photovoltaic manufacturing, walk into a class of 100 interested, passionate students who also really want to make a difference and have chosen this field because they see it as a really exciting new industry, and talk to them about what it is that is going to make a real difference in this industry. Here at UNSW, often in our lunch break, we'll just go down to the park and we'll kick around a soccer ball for a while just to loosen up the mood and, forget all the lab work that we've been doing all morning. None of us are soccer stars, so it's just a bit of fun. You could get into this sort of a field in many different ways. We need absolutely everyone helping us to model some of this stuff that's going on that we don't understand yet. And if you're not interested in science or engineering, we need economists, journalists, media people, artists also getting involved in renewable energy because it's just so exciting and booming at the moment. Well, if you wanted to get involved in solar energy, now is the time. Now we're seeing the industry booming, growing at close to 100% per annum these days, and it's taken really seriously. And I think it'll be amazing, the amount of green jobs that we can have and the amount of pride that we will be able to have as Australians to stand out there in the international community and say, look at what we've done, look at this new economy that we've built, look at these new jobs that we've created, and look at this sustainable environment that we live in and how we're making a real difference to the world. I think the skills that are needed to be a solar energy engineer are that you have to like science and maths. You've got to really love analysing things. You also need to be very patient and a very well organised person, because in the lab things don't always go the way you think they're going to go. I absolutely love my work here at UNSW. It's just so exciting to work with such a fantastic team of people all working on new technologies that are going to make a real difference to the world.